Back live as we continue with the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown. We have Penguin stuff coming up, also Pitt, Miami. But we continue with the Steelers after their win tonight, 31-28. Last play of the game by Chris Boswell. So, Jason Mackey, let me ask you about Antonio Brown. It's amazing what you see from him. There's no way when you saw that catch at the end of the game in fast motion, there's no way he gets 2 feet down. But he pulls the Baryshnikov and he does it again. Is he the best receiver in the game right now? Because on the pregame show, Rodney Harrison said no. He said it's clearly, and I think he used the word clearly, Julio Jones. What's your take?
Hands down, disagree, Pomp. Antonio Brown is the best receiver in the NFL. I don't agree with Harrison at all. The body control that Antonio Brown consistently shows, it blows my mind every time. It seems like every time we talk about this guy, we run out of superlatives. Like you're finding a new way to say things about the guy. I mean, Julio Jones is a complete freak, and I mean that in a nice way. He's a tremendous watch, really, really good wide receiver. I think Josh said off air, physically gifted. I'll give him that. But in terms of guys that put in the work, that are consistently productive, that are on the field, that are valuable to their team, I'm going AB every day of the week.
The definition of best tends to vary from person to person. And using that term, physically gifted, that puts Julio Jones in the conversation. That puts an Odell Beckham in the conversation. But what sets Antonio Brown apart is that he does what he does without that size, without that speed, without those physical gifts. And remember this again. If he surpasses 100 catches, he'll be the first guy to do it in 5 straight years. And even Julio Jones hasn't done that. Right. And he's doing that without the same gifts that a Jones or Beckham has. And then you see what he does tonight, and you're sitting there going, how is he able to do that when he's not like one of those other physical specimens that stand out? He's not a Des Bryant. He's Antonio Brown. It makes so much of a difference from a standpoint when you line him up and do the tail of the tape.
Well, he's the best because he stays the healthiest.
That too.
And that's why, he does it week in and week out, whereas with Jones, he either gets banged up or dinged up and he's not the same guy, or in the case of Beckham, he's done for the season. So as of right now, he is the best guy. Where does he rank? Are you asking where he's going to be all time, Bob?
No, I didn't ask that, but if you want to talk about that, I also want to bring this up because we're short on time, so I'll cram it all together. Is he the next Steeler receiver to get into the Hall of Fame? Because Hines Ward is up again.
Yeah, he is.
You think so?
I don't think Hines is going to get in. And the problem with wide receivers is you get caught in a numbers game where they go by stats and his numbers just don't measure up. And because of the way the league is going, every year a new guy is going to become Hall of Fame eligible who will likely have better numbers than Hines Ward. So unfortunately for Hines, he is not going to win the debate with the likes of Randy Moss and Terrell Owens, and every year another guy will come down the chute who will probably have a better resume.
And the sad part about it, really is that logjam that you mentioned in timing. Had it been 10 years ago, you look at Hines Ward's numbers and he's probably in. But since this is such a pass-happy league, the numbers get skewed a bit, so more production is expected. So when you're behind that group of guys who have clearly done more than you have, and then you got this guy behind you, Antonio Brown, who's quickly catching up to you and is probably going to be out of your rearview mirror in a couple years, that makes it bad for Hines. So timing and the guys in front of him make it difficult.
I don't disagree with you guys, but I would like to see Hines get in. I
would too.
I think it's farcical.
He deserves to be in, actually.
I think it's farcical to look at his numbers and then stack them up against Terrell Owens. They played different games. They contributed differently to their teams. I know that's not the way it's going to go down. I get what it is. I just wish it was different.
Yeah, I think you got to take the intangibles, what he did, the blocking of a wide receiver. He kind of made that a trendy thing, which a lot of receivers don't like to do it.
So we didn't see Brown do it tonight at the goal line.
No, we didn't. He passed on that. And Martavis a couple of times with a little, but hey, Hines Ward was one of those guys who would lay it on the line, and he wouldn't mind necessarily not getting the overall numbers, although some people out there would say, well, yeah, he took enough catches to get to 1,000. I get that. But at the same time, he did things that other receivers simply refused to do, and I think that's to his credit. All right, now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, as we go around the horn for this week's Smooth Moves, presented by Armina's Stone, Pittsburgh's largest supplier of the smoothest granite, marble, and quartz countertops. All right, let's go around the horn, guys. Smooth moves. Andrew, start with you.
I'm going to give it to Chris Boswell. You miss an extra point. I thought it was a 50-50 proposition that he knocked in that 53-yarder, a career high in distance, and the game winner.
I will go with Avonte Maddox. A couple big sacks in that game for Pitt against Miami. He has the turnover that seals it at the end and even got himself a nice little Pitt turnover chain that a Pitt fan gave him after the game, but he closes out his career on a really high note, knocking off the number 2 team in the country.
I'm sticking with hockey for mine, always do that, but I'm going to go with Tristan Jarry and what he did last night against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll talk more about it, but the Penguins have badly needed that goaltending position, that backup goaltending position to solidify, and Jarry has done exactly that.
My smooth move goes to the Alabama basketball team, who played shorthanded. Their entire bench got ejected. They were down to 5 on 4 after a guy gets fouled out. Another guy injured last 10 minutes. With 3 guys, they outscored Minnesota. Still lost the game, but hey, that's pretty smooth. And that is our smooth move segment of the week, brought to you by Armina Stone, who features Pittsburgh's largest indoor stone gallery of granite marble countertops imported from all over the world to give you the smoothest countertops in the area. Score a touchdown with new granite from Armina Stone. Penguin Topic is next.